All right, so you should have by this point taken a good look at the 10 graphs that are around the room. And between these graphs, they each have, well, most of them will have two different names for them. So they start with either positive or negative. So if you look around the room, yes, actually look around the room. Um, if the graph is going, if you start in the on the left-hand side of the graph and work your way to the right, if it's going up, it's positive. If it's going down, it's negative. So if you look at number 3, which is in the back of the room, um, that one, so if you start looking on the left, it's at the top and then it's going down. So that one would be negative. And then if you look at number 6, which is in the front of the room, if you start at the left and go towards the right, it's going up. So that's positive. So it's either going to be positive or negative, and then it's either going to be strong, moderate, or weak. So a strong graph would be number 10, which is in the front of the room. So you can clearly tell that it's going, if you were to draw a straight line between those points, you can definitely tell it is going to be positive, and it's the points are relatively close together and they're close to that line. Moderate would be number 9. So you can tell it's going up, but they're not as closely together. And then a weak graph would be like number 2, which is in the back of the room. So number 2, you can tell it's going up, but the points are not quite in a straight line at all. So we are going to draw down examples of each of these. So I am actually going to start down here at the bottom. Perfect positive. So it's positive and it's perfect. So that would be like graph 6. So go ahead. It means that your points are in a perfect straight line and they are going up. Perfect negative is the opposite. So it's perfect. So they're perfectly in a straight line, but they're going in the negative direction. Okay, so now let's go back up here. So strong positive. So they're not perfectly in a straight line, but they're pretty dang close. So this is almost in a straight line, just a little off. Moderate means exactly what it sounds like. Actually, let's do weak first. Weak positive means they're also going in a positive way, but now they're much more spaced out, and you might get um, some weird looking ones. So maybe like that. So it's going up, but not, they're not very close together or not in a straight line. And then moderate would be somewhere in between. So maybe like that. Okay, so strong positive. So the biggest thing you need to realize here is that if you were to draw a straight line, those points are pretty dang close. Oh, this one is maybe, let me fix, let's put one down here maybe. So if I were to draw a line here, notice how there's a ton of space in between all of these points. And then this one, there's even more. So here, they're really close to the line. Here, they're not as close, and here, they're pretty far away. And then we are going to fill out the R value later, not today. So strong negative is the exact opposite. So now they're just going to go in the other direction. So strong negative, we'll do something like that. Moderately negative will look maybe like this. And then weak negative is you still have that they're negative, but they're real spaced out. So maybe have an oddball around. This one actually doesn't look negative at all. So let's put, let's see if I put one. Let's see if I put one here and I put one here. That makes it go down in a negative way. So if you draw your line, there the dots are pretty close. Here they're okay. And then here you can tell they're going down, but they're really far apart. So now you are going to do number 8 and number 9. There is a video that goes with 9, and then the last thing you're going to do is complete the IXL length that is in Schoology.